There are quite a few tier 10s that I consider toxic and I don't necessarily like to fight due to the playstyles that they feature. A good example of this would be the TVP 5051. This tank is able to deal 1240 damage in a matter of 4.5 seconds, and sometimes get away with the dumbest plays ever and ruin your fun in the process. Another vehicle I can consider absolutely toxic and not necessarily fun to fight is the FE2 5B183, a vehicle that can just dunk half of your health, if not two-thirds of your health away within one minor misplay you've made. So these types of tanks I don't find very fun to play against, especially if I'm on the receiving end of them. However, there is a vehicle that I hate even more than the 183 and the TVP, and it is this, the Hori, a tier 10 Japanese tech tree tank destroyer. At first glance, this vehicle looks like a giant box, and it is a giant box, but it is a mighty strong and kinda nasty box to go up against. Let's start off with the gun of the Hori. It has insane DPM at 3,300, it's got great dispersion at 0.308, and an aiming time that is fairly fast at 3 seconds. And it's the hidden values that you can't see that make it even better, featuring some of the best on-movement dispersion values for a tank destroyer in tier 10. There's a lot of people out there that think on-movement dispersion only affects vehicles with turrets, because you'll be sitting still with a solid mounted gun to a haul. No, that's not the case. And if you think that is, go purchase the Badger and turn the tank 1 degree to the left or to the right, and then tell me if you end up missing your shots. Any good player will understand that on-movement dispersion massively affects tank destroyers. And the Hori having some of the best on-movement dispersion values out there is absolutely insane, because it means every time you need to micro-adjust the tank or turn it to the left and right, the gun never blooms. Compare that to a Badger, or even the majority of tier 10 tank destroyers, and it is a completely different story. Add that into the fact the Hori features 310 standard pen, 380 on the premium. Holy crap, the Hori is insane. Don't worry though, it gets better. Has a top speed of 45 and a reverse of 20. It turns at 48 degrees a second, and it has armor. The armor on this tank is incredibly troll, way more than it deserves to be. The lower flat plate on the vehicle is a weak spot. The problem is, it is completely surrounded by two almost vertical 90-degree angles. And if your shell decides to miss, either going a little high or a little low, you're essentially going to result in a guaranteed bounce. It is incredibly annoying, and the fact that the tank also turns at 50 degrees a second adds into the annoyance, because it means that this tank is reversing and turning at these ridiculous speeds while you're trying to hit this lower plate, and if you miss it by a little hair, it completely bounces. Here we are in our first battle. What do we have up against us? Well, we got a Minotauro, Object 26A version 4, and Contra 1 Mark II for tank destroyers. Heavies don't really matter to this vehicle. I mean, if you have angled armor, maybe the 60 TP will be a bit of a struggle, but for the most part, you don't really need to worry about armor at all. Ah, yes, Grill. I don't know. Oh, boy, our whole team looks like they're going to heavy side. You can see this tank's absolutely stupid traverse speed, though. I mean, holy... It's just so dumb. And you can see the mobility, too, easily chilling at 44, 45 kilometers per hour. Alright, let's see. They have quite a bit of heavies. They have 4 heavies. No mediums whatsoever. So, yeah, it does not surprise me to see that their team is also sending heavies over towards base C. Now, the Hori features very solid camo values, which is actually pretty weird when you think about it, because, again, it's a giant box that you wouldn't expect good values from. There's the 57 Heavy, and you can see the ridiculously good aiming time on this vehicle. I mean, that shell was an incredibly easy shot right into the 57 Heavy. You can also see the crazy fast reload on this vehicle. Unfortunately, we were not able to chunk that shell into the enemy 57 Heavy, but it's not like it matters. We got a pen into the E75. We're reloading again. 3 more seconds, we'll have another shell. And again, this tank's stupid traverse just allows us to get right into the game already. Let's see. So we got the Minnow in the back. 57 Heavy's almost in our line of sight. For now, we're just going to wait here, though, because we also got the Contra 1 Mark II right in front of us, which we're just going to pull a little bit out into. And, I mean, look at that stupid on-movement dispersion. There is really no tanks I can name at tier 10 that are this dumb when it comes to the accuracy on move. So we're going to aim it on this 57 Heavy, and there you go. Do I need to say anything else? And it's like this every time I play this tank, too. It's not like this is a Kawinky Dink. This is the Hori for you. The gun is just absolutely stupid. So we're going to poke this Contra Caro. Or not, because he's already back and took the corner. Interesting. We got the 268 version 4 off to the side. But because we have so much pen, I'm not going to worry about him. We're just going to back on up anyway. It's not like he's going to be able to hit us. Alright, well we got the Minnow in the opening, who we can't get a shell into as of yet, but we got the 57 Heavy right in front of us. Goodbye. Okay, well that was pretty easy. The Minnow is crossed, but I don't really have to worry too much about that, because he's a one-shot as it is. Alright, we're reloaded, and let's see if that V4 is still over here. Yes, he is. Aiming, bonk, there you go. Nice 551 damage shot into the enemy 268 version 4. We are up to 2,800 damage at this point, which is a pretty solid chunk. Let's see if that V4 tries to poke me. If he does, there's literally no chance he has of bouncing us. Unless, well, that one's on me, to be fair. I should have just waited for his lower plate. He doesn't have a chance of bouncing us. I just shot it really poorly. Let's see. So the V4 is off to the side. Is he going to drive right in front of us? I don't know. We're going to find out in just a moment here. But we should be able to cut through his hull if he does. Come on. There you go. Bonk. There you have it. Nice slap for 580 damage. And let's reload again. 3, a 2, a 1. Hello. There you go. Another nice shot into the V4. Now, I'm pretty sure we can overmatch his entire roof. Not that it matters, but, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do here, V4? I'm just going to... This tank is so stupid. Oh my god. Don't worry though, guys. Bad on move accuracy. Woo! Woo! I mean, I don't know what else to say. This tank is broken. I don't know why more people haven't ground it. I'm glad more people haven't ground it because of the way the gun plays. I mean, we did 4,700 damage and we didn't even do anything. We just sat in the open and pressed the fire button a couple times. Completely wasted that V4. To be fair, I did get a bit of karma for saying my shell wasn't going to bounce him, but it's not like it mattered. I mean, let's do another game and see if the Hori can do whatever we just did again. Before loading into battle, I figured I would showcase the armor profile of the Hori so you can see just how incredibly stupid it is. This is what a WZ-113 with calibrated shells sees with standard ammo. The corner cutouts are upwards of 360-ish millimeters thick, and this is that mid plate I was talking about here. The lower plate's only about 180. It's a very easy pen. The problem is that it is guarded by a 404 millimeter thick lower plate and a 313 millimeter thick upper plate. And even if you're loading premium, this lower plate is nearly impervious. Because of this, it means that if your shell ever goes a little too low or a little too high, you guaranteed bounce the Hori. Also, look at the armor on the hull. If you're wiggling back and forth, it becomes incredibly incredibly fast. So here we are in another battle. Just figured we'd talk about the armor a bit while we're loading in. The armor's just stupid. Like, that is the problem with the Hori. If the armor was a bit weaker, I would actually be fine with the tank, at least because you'd pen it. But right now, the tank is just in such a cringe state with everything considered. But we'll see what we can do in this battle. We will see. The next update Wargaming is actually planning on buffing the armor of the Hori and the hit points, so whoop-de-doo. That's going to be incredibly cringe. There's a Type 71, pretty easy shell into his vehicle, and as you can see, hits me in the mid-plate, able to cut right through. Now because we reverse at 20, we were able to get into cover before that 268 had the opportunity to shoot us or anything like that. Let's just... Oh, that would have hit. That would have hit. Actually, I should have saved the shot, though, because we could have hit the M6 Yo in return. So I guess that's a bit unfortunate. But you know what? I guess it doesn't actually matter, because we're going to shoot the enemy Object 907. So not all too bad. This team, however, is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. They're bleeding a lot. 907 apparently hits that across the map. To be fair, though, we just hit that onto the enemy 268. So it's not like we're doing too bad here. We're connecting shells. We're getting our job done. Let's see, the 907 still chilling back there, aiming. Bonk! I mean, the tank is just so stupid. We've been able to take off a very substantial chunk from that 907. Now we have the rest of the enemy team pushing over here, and we're just going to back on up. Let's see if that 907 wants to poke. I doubt he does. I'm just gonna wait right here. Maybe we can get a shell. Well, let's see. The Karo might poke this, so let's get a... Well, we can get a shell to the Yo. I can guarantee that. Let's back up before he's able to hit us. And now we really got to start backing up, because we don't have, like, any support. Our TVP's a one-shot and basically dead. Yeah, this is not looking good for our team, let's be real. This is looking quite the opposite of good right now. Our heavies have done literally nothing this battle. Okay, well, we got the 907 in spawn, who appears to have done little to nothing this game. The grill missed us, which meant we could get an easy shot into him. We're going to wiggle back and forth, and we'll see if we can get any more shells out. Alright, we were able to get into cover, though, which is actually quite important. Let's just back into cover before the Yo or anything else is able to hit us. There you go, nice. We got the 268 off to the side. Okay, well, let's just chill right here and see if we can get a shell into maybe the Type or the 268. Oh, very close to showing me the hull, but we're just not able to get it out at that current angle. Very unfortunate. There's just not much going on this game, to be real. We don't have the gun depression to shoot any of these guys over here. And... nope, still no gun depression. Unfortunate. Well, we'll just back up, and we should be able to get a shell into the Karo at this angle. We'll just back up again, and bonk. There you go. Nice shot into the enemy there. Let's wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Unfortunately, not much we could have done. It doesn't matter how broken the Ho-Ri is, or how stupid the gun is. When you get a team like this, that is absolutely crap. I mean, I don't even know what to say. As we could see, in this battle, the Ho-Ri gun did literally everything we needed it to. Every shot we fired went exactly where we aimed. We absolutely nuked the medium flank, taking, what, 1,200 off of the enemy 907. We took a pretty substantial chunk off of that grill as well. Yeah, 1,100 off the grill, 1,100 off the 907. We shot the 268, the Yo, even the Type 71. It's rather impressive to me how, with that much support from a tank destroyer in the back, our mediums were still able to do that dog crap. So, really disappointing, but there's really nothing you can do about bad teams at the end of the day. You just hope you get a better team the next battle. At the end of the day, the Ho-Ri is insane, but it is a tank destroyer. So winning-wise, you're not going to do incredible. I mean, you can see personally, I'm about 70% win rate in the vehicle, which isn't bad, but the average damage is really high. 3,650 compared to the win rate of the tank. You know, compare that to like a vehicle, I don't know, like the Karo. I'm averaging 3,200 yet 74% win rate. The Kron, 3,500, 76% win rate. So the win rate to damage ratio on this vehicle is massively skewed off course, but it's a tank destroyer. At the end of the day, you're not going to win as much in TDs. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.